why he may not be in the mood. Hey ladies, my name is Danny and I'm your life and relationship coach. Today, this video is for you, ladies. It's really about trying to figure out how to get your man in the mood again, right? And my assumption would be if you're watching this video, it's because you're struggling with that. You're trying to understand how he ticks, why the dynamic has changed, why the chemistry is not there anymore, and what you can do to try to bring that back. And look, I completely understand. It's one of those situations that can really kind of contribute to feelings of insecurity and not necessarily feeling sexy and desired and all of these types of things. So what I wanted to do for you ladies was compile some of the things that I have seen, over several of my coaching sessions and things that men have mentioned to me about why they potentially are not in the mood or why they aren't feeling like they desire you, their wife, their girlfriend, their partner. So the first thing that I usually hear, and again, I wanted to be very clear on these things because oftentimes the common misconception is that it's your fault. There are things that you are doing that are causing him to not be in the mood. And look, it is a relationship. It is a two-way street, right? So there are going to be things that you need to be accountable for. And there are possible things that you are doing that are contributing to him not being in the mood. But there are also alternative reasons, right? It doesn't always necessarily have to be something that you are doing specifically. And one of the primary ones is stressors, external stressors, things that are going on outside of the home. So maybe his job is stressing him out. Maybe he is having issues with his friends. Maybe he is having familial issues, right? He's arguing with his brother, or he's having a falling out with his mother, or whatever the case may be. There are other things that are contributing to him not being in the mood because it is stressing him out. And he is anxious, right? And he's wound up. Now, your part in this is if you notice that he is more stressed out, if you notice that he is more anxious, if you put more pressure on him and you make him feel bad about these types of things, right? Because you're kind of viewing it from a me perspective instead of let's look at the entire picture. It will contribute to him not being in the mood and not wanting to be intimate or have sex with you or really connect with you in that way because he's not feeling understood either. He's not feeling respected in the sense that he is going through something and you are kind of, in a sense, making it about yourself. That is really your contributing part to this. But the external factors itself has nothing to do with you. It's just things that he is coping with and he is dealing with. And maybe he's not dealing with them in the best way, right? Maybe he's disconnecting. Maybe he's internalizing a lot. And that's just the way that he processes things. But if you are aware of that and you know that, adding more pressure will only make it worse. So step back. Let him kind of go through his process. Offer him support in the sense if you see him that he's stressed and he's anxious and there's a lot going on in his life, try to communicate with him or maybe give him a back rub or a neck rub or just be in his presence without adding more pressure to the situation. And eventually he will come around. A second reason might be just unresolved issues in the relationship, right? There are things that you have not taken care of, arguments that you have gone into, things that he has expressed to you in regards to needs and expectations that are not being met, right? Maybe boundaries that you are crossing because you're displaying needy and clingy behavior. And all of these types of things are going to contribute to him not necessarily being in the mood. Unresolved issues obviously lead to insecurities. And if you have gone into a place where you are incredibly insecure or you are not feeling strong in the relationship, like the foundation is not solid. So if you have gotten to a really insecure place and you're not feeling confident in the foundation of the relationship, of course that can contribute to you displaying a more needy and clingy behavior. But understand this. The more needy and the more clingy that you get, the more you actually push him away because he's going to feel like you are suffocating him. And if he's already dealing with external things, that on top of everything else is just going to be added pressure and it's going to kill the mood. So I oftentimes recommend for you ladies to really kind of self-evaluate, work on yourself, invest in yourself, start doing things that make you happy. Go out and hang out with friends, pick up those hobbies again to rebuild your self-confidence and all of that, because all of those things are going to contribute to him being reattracted to you and wanting and getting in the mood again. The third thing that I see oftentimes is just sex has become a routine, right? It's not exciting. It's not adventurous. It's just, another thing on the checklist that you have to get done for that day. And the last thing that you want to do is make sex another task list thing, right? It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be exciting. It's supposed to be, exhilarating. So if it's just that the sex has become routine and he just doesn't really want to do it because it's the same thing every single time, switch it up. Switch it up in the bedroom. Try new things. Be adventurous. If you have trouble coming up with things, you can go on Amazon and buy something called sex dice, right? And you can utilize that in the bedroom. But again, this is all dependent on your level of comfort, right? If you're not comfortable with that, that's okay. I'm not telling you to do something that is beyond your level of comfort. But at the end of the day, you are going to have to try to do something to spice things up. Maybe it's you being intimate in different rooms in the house. Maybe you constantly always just do it in the same bed in the same room. Try something else. Try the shower, try the living room, try the kitchen, just anything to really kind of change the dynamic of the sex so it starts to become more enticing and it starts to become more exciting. The fourth and final one is maybe you're just not pursuing, right? Common misconception again is that guys are the constant pursuers. Guys are the ones who like to chase. And there is an aspect of that that is 100% true, right? Naturally speaking, guys like to chase. But when you've been in a relationship for a period of time, guys also want to know that they're desired. Guys also want to know that you find them sexy and that you want them. And if he is the one that is constantly having to pursue, just because you're not rejecting him does not mean that he's not going to get tired of having to constantly chase and constantly pursue. I say this all the time in my coaching sessions. Just because the cheetah is built to chase does not mean that it's going to chase the gazelle forever, right? If the gazelle continues to outrun the cheetah is going to give up. It's got to conserve, right? It has to survive. It has to live. So same concept applies in regards to the relationship between a man and a woman in regards to attraction and sex. Men a lot of the times will pursue, but women also should be the ones who pursue as well, right? It's about making your intentions known. And if you are in the mood and you are feeling sexy and you want to have sex with your husband or your boyfriend, say it, right? Make it happen. Don't wait for him to pursue because then it's just going to make you moody and resentful and angry and all of those types of things, right? So it's a give and take. If you like this video, please make sure you hit the like and subscribe button down below. I love to hear what you have to say, so please make sure you leave your opinions, any questions, anything that you may want to mention. Maybe you have some tips of your own that have worked for you. You can leave those in the comment box down below. I try to read as many as possible. I try to comment on as many as possible as well. Maybe you just want a little bit more information, right? You want to dive a little bit deeper. You can visit us at www.happilycommitted.com, where we have a multitude of different articles and blogs and videos related to this subject and many other subjects as well. If you feel like your situation is just very specific and you really need help trying to get your husband in the mood, you can book a one-on-one coaching session with myself or any of the other amazing coaches that we have on the team, and you can also do that via the website. Again, my name is Danny. I'm your life and relationship coach. I hope you're staying happy and healthy, and I'll see you soon.